Hey do Sade. So today we're going to be installing lock braid, 14 inches, 2 bundles, 120 grams, crochet hair. I separated on my braiding rack to make it easy for install. As you guys know, I do have tiny locks, micro locks, penta locks. Yeah, that's what I have. So that's what we're going to be installing the crochet hair on. This is human hair crochet, so I'm just spraying my hair down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and section my locks. That's the cool thing about locks. No combs. You don't need any of that. You just section out your hair. If you have a great grid, it makes it even easier to go ahead and install. But I mean, having a perfect grid is not needed, but I like having a nice grid. So yeah, shout out to my loctician for that. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, just separating the hair out. I am going to be doing flat twists at the front. So I'm going to part out the back with my hands. And then we're just going to get into it, literally. So this is what the crochet hair looks like. So I'm going to start by braiding my hair. And I decided to do 4 pieces to each braid. But then I ended up having to do 3 because I was like, oh, I'm going to run out of hair. So I really needed 3 bundles, but whatever. So as you start braiding, you want to just feed in the hair. I don't really know how to explain how to do this. You just braid down, you add in a crochet hair, and you just keep braiding. You added it. I add mine in towards the back. It makes it easier for me, but I'm sure there's a million tutorials on how to actually like feed in. And then you want to go ahead and pull the curly pieces out of the braid. That way you get the Miracle Knots boho effect. And then you just keep braiding down until you want to add in your next piece. I wanted to add in as much hair as possible because I'm not using a crochet hook. As you can see, a crochet hook is not needed. Do not use a crochet hook. I'm telling you, do it this way. Unless you have loose natural hair, then use a crochet hook, I guess, if your hair is shorter. But I don't recommend doing it that way. I would say just do it this way. It makes it easier. Like, you can eliminate that and you don't have to worry about the crochet hook damaging your hair. So then you're just going to pull out the curly pieces and you're going to just continue to braid down. Now, it is a little time consuming, but it's well worth it. Yeah, see, I added in another piece of crochet here towards the end. So in the back row, I did 4 pieces, just to give that fuller effect. And then you just take out one strand, let the other strand braid all the way down to the end. You're gonna keep braiding, keep braiding, keep braiding. Then you're gonna take it, and I did the tie method where you loop a piece of the hair around the base, pull it through itself, and yeah, like you would do on micro braids like back in the day. And then y'all see, now we have our miracle knot. You know, really easy, simple, straight to the point. If you can braid, I'm telling you, you can do this. It's really, really easy if you can braid. So I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate it again. Braid my hair down, 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 down. Now, if you have micro locks, you're probably thinking, why can't I just braid my hair down and then crochet it? By all means, do what you want to do. I am not going to do that on something that I have invested in, which my locks are something I've invested in. Not only money, but time. It takes a long time to get through the lock process of locking your hair, so I'm not going to take any risk of damaging them. It's never worth it for me. So you're probably wondering, how long am I going to leave this in? I would recommend anyone leaving this in less than 2 weeks. Do not leave it in longer than 2 weeks. Just don't do it. This is a style that you can wear for vacation, things of that sort, you know, to get the vibes, and then take it out. Okay? Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. That would be my advice. So you see, I'm just continuously feeding in the hair. Also, this is deep wave hair. We love a deep wave because we don't have to curl it, and we get that one curl effect. And I love one curl. Super cute. Also, don't braid so tight to the root. You want this to be comfortable. This should not be a painful style. If it's painful, you have done it extremely wrong. You know, so yeah, but you know, you just keep braiding down, keep braiding down. If you have traditional locks, you won't have so many strands to braid down, but obviously I have a lot of strands that I have to braid down, a lot of locks to braid down. And yeah, so I'm just holding that piece out of the way because this hair is silky, so it kept kind of getting in the way when I was trying to like pull it out of the braid, if that makes sense. And then I'm literally just repeating the same steps all over the back of my head. I didn't do a lot of braids because who wants to sit here and braid all day? And it doesn't really matter because the crochet hair is going to cover it up. There's no need to do 50 million gazillion little tiny braids. I'm not doing that. Those days are over for me. That's just too much work. This is the easier solution. But for real. I did moisturize my hair, but if I feel like I need a little bit more moisture, I'm going to add it in. And that's just what it is. And yeah, you're just going to keep repeating the same step over and over and over again until you get to the top. I probably, if I had to count, I think I maybe have at least like 15 braids. I don't know. I didn't count them. It's not that many braids. I promise y'all. It's really not that many braids. The most part about this that's time consuming is feeding in the hair and just making sure, you know, yeah, you had the hair feeded in. This row I only did 3 pieces of crochet hair because obviously I didn't want to run out. And y'all see how it's so neat because my grid is already pretty much parted out for me. So that eliminates the time too. If you're a loose natural, you know, you still got to part your hair, which is time consuming. And I do not miss those days. You know, I truly don't miss those days. If you were wondering, I love having locks, but we'll talk about that in another video because this is about the crochet hair. But yeah, stuff like this is like really simple to do. So yeah, I did leave that one out in the back because I didn't want it pulling. But anyways, yeah, this is what it looks like so far. And in the next clip, I'm going to be all the way done with the back. So, oh yeah, done. Yeah. Yeah, see that nice and flowy? You don't really even see the braids. And who cares if you do? That's the beauty in black hair. Our hair comes in many forms. Love that. So let's go ahead and get into the front. So I'm doing flat twist. So I'm just going to flat twist like I would normally do. You just twist, 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 twist. When you get to the end of the flat twist, you're going to split the hair off into 3 and feed in the hair just like you did with the plaits in the back. Very, very easy. You know, just make sure it's not super tight. I did make one of them a little tight and I'm going to have to redo it, but whatever. So yeah, be mindful of that. So just don't do it tight. You know, you want to be able to fit all the hair in, but you also don't want to do it tight. So yes, feed it in and then start braiding. So for these ones, I only did, I think on the 2 on the ends, I did 4 pieces. And then the rest of them, I did 3 crochet pieces in there. Because like I said, I did not want to run out of hair. For a full head, you need at least 3 bundles. Because this hair is like dense, but it's curly. So it's going to kind of ring around the braid a little bit like ringlets. So yeah, and that could be because of the product I use, but no, that's how deep wave hair does. It likes to clump together. Well, and also I want to say I haven't experienced any shedding, like minimum, like maybe a couple of strands, nothing crazy or anything. So really good quality hair. And then see, this is what it gives. So then you have your strands of hair. I'm just like pulling them out so y'all can see them. And yeah, I'm just going to continue to do the same thing across the front of my head. You just want to flat twist, flat twist, flat twist. And I was watching a movie while I was doing this. So, you know, cut you on a movie and get to it, girl. You could do braids. I just opted out for flat twists. I don't know. Or you could do barrels. I'm not going to be doing barrels. They look too tight, and I just, no, I'm tender-headed these days, so that's not gonna work for me. So I'm just gonna split the hair, feed it in, feed it in, feed it in, braid, 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 and yeah, until I'm done. Right, this the best part being done. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay my edges. No, you don't have to lay your edges. You don't. You can brush them back. You can do what you want to do. But I'm gonna lay mine down. So once I get those all situated, I am gonna add a little bit of mousse, just a little bit. I don't know, just to help secure the hairstyle, whatever. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put on my scarf to lay everything down, tie it into place, get it together. It's the next day, makeup done, everything already done. I'm just fluffing out the hair. I did add a little bit of mousse because I did sleep on it, obviously. So I'm just getting it back to par. But y'all see the hair has a nice luster on it. And it's just really easy to deal with. Like, I haven't experienced any tangling or anything with this hair. So we love that. Love, 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 love that. No tangling, nothing crazy. This is what it looks like down. Now, wearing it down is really not my vibe, but it may be your vibe. So I want to show you. This is what the 14 inches look like. So you definitely get the length. It's really cute. You can't really see the braids. It's nice and full. And as you can see, that's what I meant about I would have need 3 bundles. But I did the twist in the front. So this is just the vibe with it down. This is just what my flat twists are looking like. Would it be me if I didn't do half up, half down? No, it wouldn't be. So I'm just going to take the braids. The braids in the front that I did with the twists. And those are going to be the ones that I'm going to do like a little ponytail situation. And I'm just going to get that situated. Kind of having some of the hair coming towards the front. Like a little bally in the back. Pull it to the front. Fluff it out, fluff it out, fluff it out. And that's really freaking cute. Fluff it out, fluff it out, fluff it out. Super cute, super cute. Love that. This is just what it looks like from the front. This is the back, as you guys can see. Nice and flowy. And I like how it's not too much hair. Like, it's just enough, especially for this style. And then I was like, let me take it up a notch and add my butterfly clips. You know, give it that real 2000s feel. So that's what I decided to do, and it turned out so cute. So cute. And then I'm gonna gather all of the hair and do the same concept, but put it all up, because I'm definitely a wear my hair up type of girl. Don't sleep with it like this though, but don't do it tight either. And I'm gonna pull all the hair going to the front like a waterfall situation. And this is just what it looks like. This is my favorite way to wear it. Like, this is so cute. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so it's time to get into things of the 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 things. I know you want to get into this hair wrap. Hair that I'm rocking is from Lockbraids. If y'all don't know, I've worked with them a lot. They're known for their braided wigs, which are really, really nice. So make sure y'all check out my hair company review playlist and y'all will find them there. But today I am rocking 2 14-inch bundles, 120 grams. The color is 1B Natural. This is the Lockbraids Knotless Pre-Stretched Feather Crochet Hair, Human Hair in Deep Wave. Y'all know Deep Wave is one of my favorite textures if I'm going to wear like curly hair, because it just holds a curl like for a very, 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 very long time without heat. If I ain't got to use no heat, that's good for me. But like I was saying, this is in 14 inches. They sent me 2 bundles. 120 grams is in a natural color. So here is the thing. So they sent me 2 bundles. I definitely needed 3 bundles. But the thing about it is it ended up working out because I had planned on doing quote unquote a Fulani style, which I have micro locks. So really what I just did was do 2 strand twists to the back and the front. And I put the 2 bundles in the back. If I wanted to do a full head, I definitely would have needed 3 bundles. So keep that in mind, because you can get up to 6 bundles. We can order how many you want. This is in 14 inches and it goes up to 22 inches. So what I'll probably do next time, because I definitely want to get this hair again, or do something with this hair again, I definitely want a longer length. They're usable because they are human hair. As y'all saw, I did not use a crochet hook at all. It is not needed. You can do this without using a crochet hook, especially if you have locked hair. Now, if you're loose natural, this won't work with 2-strand twists without using a crochet hook. You're going to have to do braids. Now, you can definitely braid this into your hair. You do not have to use a crochet hook. I repeat, you do not have to use a crochet hook. I repeat, you do not have to use a crochet hook. You can braid it into your hair just like I did, and it makes for an easier outcome, and you're not damaging your hair. Because when you unravel your real hair, the crochet hair is just going to slip out. But the hair is super soft, minimum shedding. It took me, how long? I did take a bunch of breaks, I'm not going to lie. But if I would have did my hair consistently, it probably would have taken me like less than 4 hours. But I kept taking breaks, y'all. What I like about it is so versatile, especially like if you're a lock girl. You can definitely go ahead and, you know, wear this for vacation. This is good for working out. You can even do this as your retie or your retwist starts to look old. You can do it. I wanted to do mine with a fresh retie so y'all can get the full effect. And as y'all can see, you can see my parts and it looks really nice and clean. So everything that I use is going to be linked in the description box below. So make sure y'all go ahead and check there. You can use my discount code MB16 to get 16% off of your total purchase. So make sure you use that. But y'all, this hair is bomb. It's very lightweight too. Like, it's not really heavy. So I like that as well. So yeah, go ahead and definitely cop it. It'll be linked in the description box below. Shout out to Lockbraids. I love this hair. Love it, love it. 10 out of 10 will highly recommend. And I will see y'all on my next one. Bye.